Is there a neglected conversation about abortions?
Texas has recently allocated a staggering $140 million to its anti-abortion program, Thriving Texas Families. Previously known as Alternatives to Abortion, this initiative is designed to support women and families by providing resources as alternatives to abortion. But is this just a noble endeavor, or are there some cracks in the foundation? While the intention behind Thriving Texas Families is to offer support, the program has been under scrutiny for potential misuse of funds. Reports have surfaced about inflated billing for basic supplies, raising significant concerns about accountability and transparency in the allocation of taxpayer dollars. Critics argue that these funds could be far better utilized to address the needs of low-income families across Texas. Meanwhile, Kentucky has also taken steps in a similar direction with House Bill 467. This bill mandates health insurers to cover perinatal palliative care for non-viable pregnancies as an alternative to abortion. Proponents believe it provides necessary support during challenging times, but opponents argue it restricts healthcare choices and adds unnecessary emotional burdens. They claim that such care already exists, and the bill mainly serves to limit options rather than provide meaningful support. What these examples highlight is the ongoing debate over the allocation of resources and the role of government in shaping healthcare decisions related to pregnancy and abortion. While supporters emphasize the importance of alternatives to abortion, critics express deep concerns over financial accountability and the potential for legislation to restrict access to a full range of reproductive health care options. In Florida, the conversation takes a different turn, with recent legislative changes reducing the window for legal abortions from 15 weeks to just 6 weeks of pregnancy. This significant shift follows the Supreme Court's decision on Roe v. Wade and has notably impacted access for many, including those traveling from neighboring states with even more restrictive laws. Healthcare providers are now expanding their hours and offering earlier ultrasounds to adapt to the new time frame. Yet, logistical hurdles remain, such as mandatory waiting periods and restrictions on telemedicine consultations, creating additional barriers for those seeking abortion care. With the law including exceptions for rape, incest, and life-threatening conditions, it still requires documentation, potentially creating further obstacles. Looking ahead, the future of abortion access in Florida hangs in the balance as a ballot measure in November lets voters decide on enshrining abortion rights in the state constitution. If passed, this could extend the legality of abortions to around 24 weeks of pregnancy. So are these anti-abortion initiatives effective, or are they merely a costly detour? The debate continues, with implications for policymakers and the lives they aim to impact.
From pontiffs to politicians, a vital message on the issue of abortion seems to must. And it is that if people live more moral lives, there'd be far, far less need for abortions. Remove the causes such as rape, incest, and other unbridled sexual contacts, and there'd be a dynamic movement to intercept the prevalence of abortions in society.